The pain of regret is worse than the pain of discipline. And I hope you realize that sooner rather than later. And I know that from experience because I used to be a skinny little fuck, bro. I used to be so skinny. And then I actually started hitting the gym and I went consistently and disciplined myself to go. And I built the body that I'm actually proud of now. And in this video, I'm going to help you get the correct mindset so that you can be disciplined in the gym as well. Because when you skip the gym, when you have that day when you're like, okay, I'm not really going to go today, I just don't really feel like it. You know that you're not living up to your potential. You know that you could be going today, but you're just skipping it. So in the back of your head, you're going to have this little voice that's going to be haunting you throughout the day. Being like, oh, you should have went to the gym. You should have went to the gym. Oh, you should have went to the gym, bro. Even if you're doing something that you think is fun, that fun thing is not going to be so fun. If in the back of your mind, you're having this little voice in your head saying, oh, you should have went to the gym. You should have done that. You should have done this. It's not going to seem as fun as you actually want it to be. Just because it's going to be ruined by the pain of regret in your head. There's no way for you to just fully relax and do that activity that you want to do if in the back of your mind, you're just going to be talking to yourself like, oh, you should have done that. Oh, your back's going to be so tiny now, bro. Like, you should have went to the gym. And let's say you skip the gym to play video games, okay? Then when you're playing that video game, the quote-unquote fun thing, the instant gratification, it's not even going to seem fun because throughout the time of playing it, you're just going to be hearing that in the back of your head. Quote-unquote fun activities that you would do, the instant gratification, like scrolling on your phone, they're not even going to seem fun just because you know that you're not living up to your potential. I remember back when I was playing video games, when I was like a weird video gamer who didn't really do that much with his life. Bro, I was just playing video games and the way I was playing them, like, yes, I'd be playing with my friends, but even when I was talking to my friends on there, I would just kind of be like sitting back and like, if you had a camera on my face the whole time, then you wouldn't think I'd be having fun. You would just be like, okay, yeah, he's like pretty depressed, right? I just knew, okay, I can play video games right now because I had no other goals to work towards. And at a certain point, these instant gratification activities, they don't even seem fun. Like I said, I was really just playing video games mindlessly. And sure, I'd have a good laugh with some friends every now and again. But in the longer, like in the greater picture, it didn't even look like I was having fun. So I want you to realize that doing instant gratification activities, especially like scrolling on your phone, bro, when you're not even talking to your friends, it's not actually really fun. You're not going to look back at the end of that day and be like, oh, you know what, I had such a fun day scrolling on TikTok. Think about that. Are you ever going to say that? Are you ever going to say, oh, I had such a fun day scrolling on TikTok? Or are you going to say, oh, bro, I had such a great day. I had a killer workout. You're going to say it about the killer workout. You're going to be like, bro, my back is so sore right now. Or my chest is so sore right now. That was a great workout. I'm never going to hear you say, oh, bro, you know, spending 3 hours scrolling on TikTok, best day ever. Oh my God, I had so much fun. You're never going to say that, bro. You're never going to say that. Think about that. You're never going to say that you had so much fun scrolling on TikTok. So why are you doing it? Go ahead and do the thing that at the end of the long day, you're going to be like, oh, bro, that was a great day. And that's going to the gym. So just go ahead and go to the gym. Also, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you are a young man and you want to actually build gym discipline and consistency so that you can build the body that you want. Think about this. You could have that short-term comfort of skipping the gym workout, maybe 5 minutes of being like, oh, yeah, I can relax. But then in the long run, throughout the day, for hours after, you're going to be regretting it. And, well, let's say it's a bigger thing. Let's say, like, you skipped a few gym workouts. You're going to spend days regretting that, bro. It's going to be, like, filling your head with all of this bullshit of, like, oh, I should have done that, I should have done that. When you could have just eliminated it by going to the gym and actually filled it with positive thoughts instead of negative. If you went to the gym, your thoughts in your head would be like, oh, bro, I'm so disciplined. Oh, my God, I'm so consistent. It's going to be a positive feedback loop. If you're skipping the gym, you're going to have a negative feedback loop of just, oh, I should have done that. Oh, I'm just so lazy, bro. And all of this is actually going to come out in the way that you communicate. You're going to be communicating with people in a way that your brain's just filled with negative thoughts. Even if you don't say any negative thoughts out loud, they're going to know you're going to have the vibe of a negative person. But if you fill your brain with positive thoughts by actually going to the gym, you're going to be emitting positive energy and being a much more positive person. And then people are going to be nicer to you and you're going to feel happier. And then it's just another way that going to the gym makes your life better, even though it's the quote-unquote hard thing to do. The easy way out is actually kind of the hard way. Think about that. The easy way of just skipping the gym is what's going to be super hard mentally. You're going to be super like mentally drained. People aren't going to be so positive around you. And all you're going to have is a bunch of negative thoughts. So you, by taking the quote unquote easy way of skipping the gym to do some instant gratification activity, like playing video games, eating junk food, watching porn, etc., that's really the hard way, because you're just making yourself have a bunch of negative thoughts in the future. So let that one sink in for a second. So to eliminate all these negative thoughts in your head and everything, all you have to do is just show up to the gym and get that workout in. Do what you said you would do. Actually use the discipline. And let's say it's a day that you really, really don't want to. Then that's going to take even more discipline. And that's going to build the discipline muscle even more. So think about that. On the days that you really don't want to, it's actually more beneficial for you to go on that day. Even if you're like super tired and everything and you're like, okay, I really can't hit a workout right now, then that is going to be the day that's going to build you the best progress. Even if it's not like the best workout that you have, even if it's kind of like you're not going to failure really that much or anything, then that's actually what's going to build you that discipline. Just because you actually showed up, you need yourself to actually go ahead and show up and hit that workout. Live up to your potential, bro.